This is not the only thing that we're doing today. I found a really cool website for you all. I need to kill this. This is where the volume setting comes in. Okay, so this is where the volume warning comes in. This website I found because it was just off of like a random thread about cool things that I saw. This website was made entirely for a book, which I need to find again because his name is Angus Nicknevin, and he made a book called Stars Bleed. Okay, so this author made this website entirely for this book and to build the lore of this thing. Okay? And it's funny because it's a bit of a weird thing to see given what is going on within the book, but it also makes sense given the tone of the book. But you wouldn't have expected people to do so much for it. It's like a Lovecraftian thing, okay? And I've heard this is actually a really cool thing to check out. Also, again, massive volume warning. I should have... Is there a limiter on? There's a -1 decibel. Do I have a limiter for myself so I don't go deaf? I sure hope so. Where's my... How do I do a limiter on my end? How do I do like a limiter on my end? How about I just turn the volume... How does one limit my own volume? Oh, here we go. -1. So that way I don't die. -1. That way I don't die. -1. That way I don't die. Okay, good. I've heard some pretty cool things about what this is. And now that you're all here, I kind of wanted to explore it with you all. Because it seemed nice. I should make sure that we don't die. What's the... So it's no longer muted. No matter, I shall make you listen. Okay, I'm going to lower the volume on my end just so I don't die. And then if you die, I'm sorry. Oh, fuck, it's loud. Oh shit, it's really loud. Oh god, sorry. Sorry, just give me a second. It's really loud. There we go. Okay. Oh! I just boosted my volume back. Oh god, it's like frustrating. Maybe I should do like an epilepsy one. you might, how do I do this? Pin epilepsy warning. If you've passed out already, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize this. I just want to check this out quickly. Because it seemed like a cool website. Apparently, so again, this entire thing was made just for the sake of their book and the lore of what their book is. Which is kind of cool because I actually think it actually does look very, very nice. I've only ever seen this portion, but apparently there's a lot to explore on this website. With all the flashing lights and all the various different animations. And I've always wondered how people can take the time and effort to make something like this. Because this is kind of what I want to do, but I'm not nearly as good as it. I'm not nearly as good at it as I wish I would be. This seemed like a cool website. A sentence that has been pretty uncommon these days. Yeah, because like, okay, look, again, compare this to Chocolatey. Just like, look at the two. If anything, it's closer in design to these. It's closer in design to these, where the Neocities sites. So let's say you go to a featured site. This one looks like someone died. This one looks really weird. This one looks cool. This one looks sick. This one looks like a game. Okay, like these sites. Okay, also, if I get banned, it's because I don't know if there's porn on these. But like these are kind of cool. The sick one looks like World of Horror. You're so right. Oh, by the way, that game is getting an update soon. Apparently, they posted like an update for it. It's apparently getting like a cool update soon. But like, see this? Like, yeah, it's this site is closer to these sites. It hurts your head. It also hurted mine. It also hurted mine. It also hurts mine. That's why I like stepped away. Wait a will, you thought it got abandoned? No, apparently they're gonna get an update for it soon. But I can't remember where I read it because I thought it was abandoned too, and then I was like, oh, it's probably dead. But they are actually working on a new update, which is Steam Workshop integration. It's coming March. Wait, no, was it March already? I don't know. Was it March last year or this year? It was March. Is March after February? If it is, then it's done. Then we can assume that's dead. You know what it is? It's not. Oh my god! Look at the Steam. Look at the Steam discussions. Did the dev die? Who else is excited for March? You mean the March update from last year? Oh, okay. Well, I guess the update got pushed. I read the old update. Okay. Did the dev die? I hear he has vanished for like a year now. I guess when they did the Switch port, people over there have been trying to have contact with him over months now. I think it was just a side project for him. After a while, he lost interest. I mean, it's pretty clear. You walked into the same trap. I read the old news. Yes, I also read the old news. Read the old news. Okay, look, to be fair, it did seem like it was going to happen. But it is... I've been diagnosed with... I need to read this to you, but I need to switch off of my brother's account because I think he was using my PC last night. I need to just show you this. I think I should just show you what this post is, because there's something genuinely funny whenever. I'm not saying that cancer is funny, but like sometimes when somebody mentions cancer, like there's a certain way that you do it that's extra funny compared to other ways to like do it. Like if you get the news of something that you know has cancer, that's scary and sad and like very, very, disheartening. I know that feeling very, very well. But if somebody makes a joke and it says like, like I had cancer and then I was cured in response to when the game had its last update, that like it gets funnier. It gets funnier. Here we go. I've been diagnosed with, treated, and nearly beaten cancer in the time since this game was last updated. Like, that's pretty good. I'm not saying that, like, cancer is funny, right? Like, cancer is a very sad thing to have. But, like, sometimes cancer is funny. Sometimes using cancer as a joke is pretty funny, okay? A major rant incoming. Title says it all. Coming up in my last chemo treatment in 2 weeks, followed by a month of radiation. In the time since World of War's last update, I was able to develop a fatal illness, lymphoma, which is apparently fairly common. From scratch, troubleshooted, released multiple Bill of Good Health updates, and I am now on schedule for a 2.0 release on life. This time, this lazy, ungrateful bastard of a developer is not so much as preferring his fans a serious explanation for why he is like. On the one hand, that person had a whole era of their life between updates, right? So this is the thing. On the one hand, I understand like their frustration as like a consumer of something, that it's kind of like done and it sits there for a very long time, right? And like especially when you've gone through like an entire cancer treatment, you have a different perspective on time passing. Because I don't even know, I didn't even realize that 2 years had passed because I don't have cancer. Like I'm not dying at the moment, right? But they knew that many years had passed because they had cancer. It's kind of hard to ignore that. But on the other side, that's like a lot of vitriol for something that they purchased that is also effectively... Like, to me, the game has enough content that it feels like it's done. And it's no longer early access, right? Like, the game was effectively done. And it's just like, it's like one game mode that isn't finished, but like the rest of the game is basically done. Like, it's like, you can still play the game all the way through, and it feels like it's like a full game. And so to me, it's like that vitriol of like this lazy, ungrateful developer feels a lot because like that's a human being on the other end that's making this a game, and the game is already released. Everything beyond the release date is just extra. There's like no promises. It's a bit like Terraria, where you buy Terraria many years ago and you think that's the game, and they just keep releasing updates. It doesn't, like, they had no reason to. They do it because they want to. And I think people need to remember that, like, these projects, like, your life is not a single project. Your life is not just cancer. You know what I mean? Like, and they actually say it directly when they say a 2.0 release on life. They're already looking at their next project in life. They just expect other people to stay in the same spot. Because they're allowed to change, but nobody else is. So like it's a lot of misguided and sort of misplaced hate by Min Maximillionaire on Steam, whose profile image, oh god, his background is anime and his profile image is like a dude in a suit sitting all like business-like. Coward host. his profile comments say coward host. It's like that copy paste on some music that goes something like, I've been in a wheelchair for years after an accident, but when I heard your song on the radio, I got on my feet and walked over to shut it off. Yeah, I love reading those too. Again, knowing somebody or being somebody who goes in and you have to like, and you can't walk anymore, like that's sad. Using that to make a joke about how shitty someone's music is, that's funny. That's actually genuinely funny. And I will always condone that type of behavior. I will support that type of behavior till the end of time, as long as it's somewhat like it's somewhat, you know what I mean? It's probably the most respectful because people, in many ways, when you're in a wheelchair or you have cancer, you're just expected to sit there, waste away, and then die. But the people writing those comments understand that they can still hate the same way that normal people do. It's actually the least ableist way to write a comment with ableist language. Anyways, we need to exploit these like websites. Banger site? I love your fan art. I'm placing your button on my site. Your site is killer. Fan stuff. Fan works? Fan art. Fan art. Holy shit, that art. Okay, what the? Team Fortress 2? Team Fortress 2. Is that Scout? Dude, it's like Yaoi Scout. What is this? It's like Yaoi Scout fanfiction. Yaoi Sniper. It's Yaoi Sniper, Yaoi Scout fanfiction. What is this? Scout on his day off. Scout with a chest tattoo. Honestly, some dudes do have this build, okay? Kick my ass to impress your girlfriend. Are you tired of your girlfriend thinking you're a fucking pussy? Well, for just a small fee, you can prove her wrong and show her how much of a badass you truly are. Wait, what's his accent again? I need to get the like Scout accent. TF2 Scout. TF2 Scout accent. I need to get his like accent. Meet the Scout. Let's just listen to this. What's his accent? I need to read this in the exact same accent to make it really work. Just give them a moment. His accent is bonk. No, talk.
Yo, what's up? Do you have any idea who I am? Actually, kind of a big deal. Oh man, that's
exactly kind of a big deal. I can't do his accent.
Grass grows, birds fly.
Grass grows.
Brother, I hurt people.
I can't do his accent. That's a very hard accent to like nail. I think that's an accent that you have to have lived with to be able to like do it, right? You think you've seen more TF2 Yaoi and meme retries than you've ever wanted. Enough to last a lifetime. I'm about to add more to your spank bank. I'm about to add more to your spank bank. Just have a time and location for me to come to harass your girlfriend, significant other, and then bam, you come in and rock my shit. Weekdays $50, weekends $60. Sex bomb. They're mine. We all know what the holy shit. This is going good. Eyes up here, chuckle nuts. Beautiful. This actually might be the best fan art I've ever seen. Please go check out depdeath.neocities.org. This is actually a really good. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Caca. What about Dogfish? This one looks like somebody died. If that is a TF2, you want to see the Yakuza ones. Oh shit, there's Yakuza? Oh shit, there's. Yeah, well, it's similar vibe. It's getting close to the same vibe. Yeah, it's the same vibe. Yeah. Honestly, this just looks like the game. Like everything that I've seen about the Yakuza games, this looks no different from the game itself. This to me is just this is the epitome of the Yakuza game. You have this guy with the knife, dude. I forget his like name. Really scary looking, but he's in a wedding dress. And I feel like this is just a side quest. This is a side quest where you have to pretend to be the daughter of like another Yakuza member or like of a normal person to help prevent her from marrying into the Yakuza and fighting like a rival gang. Yeah, you mean this could just be inside the game? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's actually a pretty good thing. Like this is the thing, right? TF2 has a level of normalcy to it where the weirdness is it still ties back to some level of normalcy. So seeing that doesn't really strike me as much. But Yakuza, it's like all of this just feels like the game. Like this isn't fan art. This is just the official work of the game now. Alan Wake. What about Alan Wake? The guy who writes the story? Yeah, that's a cool website. Dogfish99. Welcome to Dogfish99, a personal website set up floppy that's found someone's old office. This website is not mobile optimized and only check what it looks like in Firefox. So there's a wee bit of JavaScript sat around. Have fun. ac.kuchiki.net. Okay, Alan Wake Tamagotchi. Yeah, the Alan Wake Tamagotchi did look kind of cool. I do wish there was more different, very Tamagotchi stuff. But the problem is that you have a phone now, so it's easier to do like a Tamagotchi thing on Yelp. So this is the linked website. Is you get to a website called Pixel Friends, which, good day, fellow visitor. You've reached Pixel Friends, an Animal Crossing web click. If you are not familiar with what a web click is, read on and feel free to browse navigation to the left. Where? Where's the navigation on the left? It's on what? Where's the navigation? You lied to me. If you are familiar with a web click, congratulations. Why did you use the same color as a link? A belt. Okay, you can have as many pixel friends as you want. Oh, this is like the web ring thing where you do like a web ring. Yeah, this is like 2006 like era where you have when you go onto someone's website, you go into the guest book and you say, "Wow, can you add me to your web ring?" Or like, "I'll add your website to my web ring. Can you add mine?" And let's all hook up. You can have as many pixel friends as you want. So where's the friends? There's alligator. There's pig. There's oh shit. There's axolotls. Oh shit, chat. This is yeah. Follow for follow stuff. Yeah. Oh my god. How come there's only one axolotl, but there's like maybe 20 different anteaters? I know I know the anteaters are really cool animals. There's a lot of birds. There's one boar. Boars don't get the level of respect that they do because I've seen Princess Mononoke and camels don't get the respect that they do. This camel is holding something on its back. Okay, the website does not like it when I zoom in too much. I thought that said cuck. It's a cub, deer, duck, frog, genie, giraffe, hamster, hippo, horse, kappa, koala, lion, lizard, mole. Some of them aren't standard villages, so they only appear once or twice. That's true. Yeah. There's not enough variations for some of them. Like, I wish we had more different standard villagers, but that would require the game to allow you to like go up more. Because like one, I'm surprised that the mole person doesn't come back, or maybe he does. I can't remember in New Horizons. Two, I'm surprised that there is no desert biome that you can go to see a giraffe because or like as a camel because it would be cool, or a panther, or a peacock. Seagull. Is there only one seagull? Tanuki. Oh look at Tim. It's Tom Nook and like the other two Tanuki brothers, Timmy and Tommy. Wait, Timmy, Tommy, Tom Nook. Walrus, Wendell the walrus, Franklin the tortoise, wolf. Okay, the wolves are very, very, very popular. You haven't really played since New Leaf. Stardew Valley scratched the itch you had and then some. Really? I felt like Stardew Valley for me scratched like a very different itch where I was like, it's close, but it's not quite what I want. Why is there a TV in the top left? Down in the menu, you'll find links to all kinds of good stuff. We got stuff to read, we got stuff to look at, stuff to the Taro Shrine. Each deck, which tarot card are you? You guys want to take this test? Web archive. Okay, this is a bit scary. I don't know why there's a web archive of it. Pixel collections. Pixel Club organized by key. What? Pixel Clicks Keys Clubhouse. Welcome to Teeny Towers, an ever-growing residential and commercial building where you can build your own rooms and swap with other builders to add to your tower. If you'd like to move in, I'm going to bookmark this too. To start a business here, all you have to do is follow some few simple rules. Stardew Valley is much too serious compared to AC. Yeah, like I felt like Stardew Valley had way too much time pressure. Whereas in Animal Crossing, I remember I could just do anything and just sort of like hang out. You were also not really into most of AC once you became an adult. That is fair. I think AC hits the best when you're a child because you have so much time to imagine your lives with these virtual characters. But when you get older and you have the means to live on your own, you realize it's not all that cracked up to be because you have to pay rent. You have to pay rent. This is cool. Who wants to rent like a top floor tower? This is actually kind of neat. I'll keep that in mind. So Teeny Towers, Kitty Friends, Taro Test. Decide which of each that you identify with more. I need mysterious music. Not this. Where is my mysterious music folder? I have a mysterious music folder. Stream, sound bites, copyright free. I know we've like jumped topics multiple times, but this is fine. Is this mysterious?
Objects that I've shoved up my ass.
Okay, that's not mysterious. Sorry, that's not mysterious. Is this mysterious? Okay, that's just the Arby's sound effect. This is the mysterious. This is the mysterious. Here we go. Yeah, exactly. You didn't even want to pay off your debt in the original game. You just wanted to run around and talk to the villagers. Yeah, exactly. Like it leads to the fantasy of it. Whereas I can see with Stardew Valley, there's like more to do, but because there's so much to do and there's more pressure to do things, it's like I don't want to do it. AC gave you the freedom, but it required the joy and the imagination, which has been sucked out of me by the trials of a life. Which of each? Okay, I identify with masculinity. I identify with chaos because I like change. I identify with realism. I identify with free will. I identify with reserved. I identify with cynicism. I identify with liberalism. I identify with morals and ethics. I identify with purity. Wait, is this for sex? Decadence or purity? Is this sex? Because I don't want to be like, I want you all to know I don't care who's a virgin. Like, if you're not a virgin, I'm happy for you. Like, I don't care either. I don't care either way if you're a virgin or you're not a virgin. It just doesn't matter to me. I don't look at virginity like weirdly. Okay, is it decadence? I don't know. Let's go with that for now. Which card am I? Oh shit! Is it gonna open to a new link? Your strength. I am strength. What? Oh, okay. So I am strength. So what does that mean? So I am strength. What happens to the tarot card thing? So my decks are inspired. Okay, yes or no? Some favorite spreads. Okay, all right. Strength, strength. Oh, what do you strength? Okay, well there's no thing. Miscellaneous links to other places. Items found in library books. This is a cool section of, because I sometimes open a library book and I do see this too, with this random notes that people make. No rationale for it at all. This sucks. Yeah, because it's like there should be a way to like see it, right? But I think a lot of the tarot sites back then, because that also was like an older link, right? A lot of them tend to just be like choose your card, but because like the meaning of it really is subjective. You can say anything and it works. He, him, I'm a guy. INTP Uzudere. Okay, I don't know what the Uzudere. Don't like yaoi. Don't look at it. Don't like yaoi. Don't look at it. Haruhi Suzumiya. Love. Real shit, huh? Real shit, huh? Real shit. What is this? What is this? What is this? What are these images? What the fuck are these? What is this? Take an inspo from your site. Some of my favorite media. I've been into anime with boys love. About me. Okay, guys, it's getting risky. Chat, it's getting very risky. I'm ready to press the button and go away. I'm ready to press the button ASAP just to save ourselves. Guest book. What are the odds? Never mind. That goes to a whole different site. That goes to a whole different site. Shrines. Shrines to the 2000s Germanical murder. What? Yaoi. Can I click on this? Oh shit. 7's Yaoi list. This shrine includes things from 18 plus media, so if that's a note for you, here's a cat video to lead you back to safety. Okay, let's not go back there. When you were little, you used to have pillows with the characters as shown on the smile picture on the other page. What smile picture? Am I missing something? Where's the smile picture? About me? Here? Smile? Where's the smile? It's okay to give your bro some love. It's okay to give your bro some love. Emula City. Play with Steam. Oh, that's a really old button. The images say 2006. The pronouns and personality type say 2022. Yeah. So what's funny is that back then, right? I used to never see the INTP stuff. I clicked away from it after like 10 seconds. Was it this one? I don't know. I'm like lost now. But the Tech Pig. What? Tech Pig? What's this? That's a cool disc. Back then, I saw the INTP stuff the most. Sorry. The equivalent of it, the most, but in the form of this. Final Fantasy IX personality test. Here we go. It was this thing. It was like, oh, I can't find it anymore. But it was basically like a Final Fantasy IX version of a personality test, and then it would be like, oh, you are despair or something, like this. This is what people used to have in lieu of their personality types. Is they would have stuff like this. You're listening to an Aphex Twin playlist at the same time, and it goes kind of hard with the chance over. Can you send me the playlist? If you send me the playlist, I will make a remix with the chanting over it, because I think it would sound cool. I feel like chanting can go harder with many things, but not enough people do the like chanting stuff. No, it wasn't. You can't keep track anymore. Okay. To be fair, I'm also lost. I tend to just lose track ASAP. So this is the yaoi spanking thing. I do remember this. Fujoshi Click. Fujoshi Web. Fujoshi Web is a click for Fujin and fans of boy love that want to share their love for the genre. It's my first web project. Members 21. Hello. Can I see your websites or what? Castles. Is that Alucard from Castle? Is that Alucard from Castlevania? Check out my new site. Oh shit, it's a Konami website. Oh yeah, the personality Which is brutal. Oh god, no. Okay, discussion of mature content. Desktop only iframes and JavaScript. For best, please use a computer with 1920 by 1080. Okay. Okay, so you sent me the Aphex Twins. Let me look at the Aphex Twins playlist. Unexpected ambient, unselected ambient works. It's playing the song from 5530 onwards. Can I mix them together so we get the same effect? 5530 onwards. Here. And okay, and then I do the chanting. So let's shut on the like chanting. Let's do combine both of them together. That's 53, not 44. What? 5530, 5540. Oh, I can't count. I'm sorry. I can't count. I don't know what happened. I think I had a stroke. I think I had a mini stroke as I read the number. So 5530. That sounds pretty good. But it does sound pretty good. It does sound pretty good. I can actually see it. If it was if it matched a little bit more, I think it could be really good. Yeah, that was really cool. Okay, I'm gonna try that after. Let's see this. I was so ready to control W to kill the entire tab. You also remember seeing ads such links to "Am I gay?" quizzes. You don't think that you ever did them, but you feel like they should say, if you think you have to take this quiz, then you're gay. That's true. I also saw those too. Yeah, and I was thinking to myself, like, I never wanted to like take them because it's like because I knew myself. But I had the same thought of like, if you have to take the personality quiz and you hope for like any type of answer, then you sort of know what you are, right? And I think it's like, but at the same time, it's like, it's kind of hard to know back then. Life, I mean, to be fair, back then, it was kind of hard to like feel comfortable knowing what you are. Please visit Maria Holic. What? What is this? Konami-esque is a member of the Collector's Ring. Autists Online. That sounds like a joke. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. I didn't mean to laugh. It just sounded like a joke. It's just the way that it's written is just sort of like the same shitpost thing that people do to be mean to people. Where is you got the law hero? What? Quiz results. You're a dandere. You're brown rice. What kind of personality quiz is this? You're brown rice? Where is the... I thought this was like a Konami thing. Where's all the Konami stuff? Konami as Devil Summoner. Raido Kuzunoa Shrine. What was a DSRK? Devil Summoner Raido Kuzunoa versus Soulless Army and Devil Summoner 2 Raido Kuzunoha versus King Abaddon are a duology of action RPG games that belong to the Devil Summoner and Megami Tensei games. What the hell is this? Main cast. Reminds you of an article you saw on AI years ago. They talked about an AI that could, with impressive accuracy, determine whether someone is gay from a photo. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Holy shit, that's funny. Oh man, that is funny. And it concluded with something like kids are gonna bully each other if they have access to it. Honestly, very true, because there's no way to tell if someone's gay just from looking at them. It's actually pretty. It's basically impossible to know if somebody's gay just by looking at them, because like you have the whole spectrum of like gays, right? You have at least so like on the men's side or like on the presenting male side, you have the bears and the twinks. And on the woman's side, you have the I forget the terms now. Oh, I forget the terms. You have the pillow princess and you have the non-pillow princess, but I forget what the name of that one was that like wasn't the offensive term. Yeah, butch and femme. There you go. So you have butch and femme, and then you have bear and the twink. Yeah. And then pillow princess. Wait, is pillow princess the same thing, or is pillow princess the one where they're just on the pillow? Is that not the same thing? Pillow princess? No. Okay, what is a pillow princess? A pillow princess is a slang phrase that describes someone who prefers to receive sex but doesn't really like to want to give it. Oh, that's a derogatory term for the bottoms. Oh shit, my bad. I didn't mean to say it. I didn't know. What I'm gonna keep it to the butch and the femme. I thought butch was the derogatory term for the top. and that the femme like, but I knew that the femme was like the fine thing, and I didn't realize that like what I said was the derogatory term for the bottom. Well, they did admit that it was more accurate for the men. I feel like if you lined up 10 dudes and I looked at them, I wouldn't know if they were gay or not. I feel like it's impossible to like tell if like someone's gay, like because it's like people come in all shapes, sizes, and like colors. Like it's very hard to like nail down a specific look. You might even have somebody who really cares about their like look, but they're like very very straight, and they may even be like super straight in the sense of like, you know, they're like hateful to like other sexualities, right? Like it's just so hard to tell because it's like you see a dude in like a nice clean suit. He's either a finance bro and he's like really really old school, really really reserved, really really sort of like, you know, archaic, or like he's just a really nice looking dude and like, you know, I don't know, like it's hard to tell. I don't know why I think suits. I feel like suits are like a very classical look that like goes, but that like spreads across like various like different types of dudes, right? And then no matter your sexuality, it's like it's like you have the look of a suit that's like very casual to like very unkempt to very very like classy. It's very very hard to tell. Home. So again, epilepsy warning. This is the World of Horror site. This is actually kind of cool. Is that a GIF? I think that's a GIF. Hello, my name is Yvette. I'm the webmaster. Welcome to my personal site. I'm a 19-year-old agender Puerto Rican that goes by any pronouns, and I'm happily married to my partner Lucy. I'm a multi-fandom artist and video editor. Yo, if they're a video editor and you hire her, I not like user, sorry, but like if you use her services and you hire her, right? I think your video would look sick because think about it. If their site looks like this, I can't imagine what their videos look like too. What? U.S. prisoner? Is this like a topical statement or like why does it say this? U.S. prisoner.neocities.org. Well, Puerto Rican U.S. prisoner.neocities.org. That's funny. That's really good. You know, you like t-shirts and jeans. Exactly. See, like there's like different flavors for all kinds of people. It's like to me, I think the suit is like a really good look, but then like somebody else might just be might just be t-shirt and like jeans. Like you can't tell who is gay by the way that they look. It's impossible. Art gallery, edit archive. What's an edit archive? Oh, like what they made to see the Hoyoverse. Hoyoverse. What do you mean Hoyoverse? What's a Hoyoverse edit? Oh God, what is this? Oh God. U.S. prisoner might mean that they support Puerto Rican independence. Yeah, exactly. Like, based on the context of like everything there, they probably do want that level of like thought. But at the same time, I don't want to like place too much of it on it because it's like it may just be like a funny term to say like the U.S. is a bit of an authoritarian shithole, and they may just be playing off of that. Versus like I don't want to. Versus like because if I place one thing on them and it's not true, it's like the only source of truth that we have is ourselves, and I don't want to do that. Horrorverse is like corporate VTuber shit. You think no, that's Hololive. Horrorverse is by the MiHoYo games. But what does it mean by edits? Oh shit! Yeah, this is made by somebody who's a huge fan of the MiHoYo games, like Genshin Impact. Look, I know this character. This is official. By the way, I want to point out here, this character is like a 15. She's like 15 within the like lore, but people love her. Like people love official. People love her in like a very weird way. Edits is another word for fan cams. Yeah, it's the same thing. It has the same it's the same editing style too. Again though, what's crazy, right? Play them all. Just to play every single one. I feel like streamers could get fan cam stuff too, but we don't because we live our lives within the camera all the time. Holy fuck! Sorry. Guilty Gear. Okay, this is what it sounds like without medication. This is a crazy crossover because the type of person that I expect to like Genshin Impact doesn't like Guilty Gear, and the person that like likes Guilty Gear doesn't like Genshin Impact. they have an overlap with like anime stuff because like both are very anime heavy style games and like very anime heavy style like writing tropes like that other chatter mentioned last time when we were playing Castlevania, and they said that Avatar is closer to an anime. I still think about that. Because it's so true though. But this in particular is like an interesting crossover between a Genshin with a Genshin Impact sort of like MiHoYoverse enjoyer as well as a Guilty Gear because they have two very different vibes. I feel like. What is this? It's the same type of video over and over and over. Now, what's crazy is that these characters have way bigger titties. Their titties are massive. I've never seen larger titties than on a fighting game character. Oh, this is amazing. This is actually amazing. Anime slash manga. Oh, I'm afraid to click on this. Miscellaneous. What's a miscellaneous? No, let's just go back. But this is their work sounds exactly. It has the same texture and feeling as their website. There's a Soul Rad Guy site. Made a splash page. It's at URL 1 instead of overwriting the index because I'm having to go through it every time. Enter. Why somebody this is what happens when you play a game in your childhood, because you take the personality of that character and you make it you. Somebody played Guilty Gear, said Soul Bad Guy is the coolest dude ever. And I will tell you this, okay? People who played Guilty Gear as a child chose 3 different characters. Kai Kisuke, whatever his last name is pronounced as, Soul Bad Guy, or I'm not even kidding you. Sorry, I'm trying to find like a single image of him. Trying to find like a really good image of him, but like a really funny image. Here we go. Or Faust. There's no other archetype of Guilty Gear personality player. You're either Soul Bad Guy, Kai, or Faust. There's only 3 ways like I can go. Every other character in the game, like they're really cool, but I think like these are the 3 that epitomize the game. Is that the way to like say it? Where it's like the what you call it? It's the vibe of the game that is uniquely represented through these 3 specific characters. So I'm not surprised to see this. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Soul Red Guy is besties with Jacko from Guilty Gear. Members list. Master Post. What is a Master Post? What? GQ. This Master Post contains scans of various official books, unofficial translations of text, software rips, and more. Oh shit, chat. It's a pirated website. guiltygear.ru.archive. Oh shit, it's a pirate website. Oh shit. Oops. Enter the Rift Art Gallery. Holy shit, how are these people so cracked at like arts? Why are they so good at what they do? They look so nice. Enter the Rift 4.0. What is this? What is that? That's coffee. I thought that was a hole. Like I thought, the green text about the hole inspector, and it's like the endless hole. I thought that was the endless hole. SpongeBob SquarePants has hit rock bottom. What? Ianto Jones? Frankie Stein. Police missing. Have you seen this man? Is that a real? Cardiff mum was murdered. Wales report. What is this? This site is Miku approved. Made with affection. I love Yanto. Thank you for not smoking at this website. That's a really good. Dude, some of these gifts, I kind of want to save these. Thank you for not smoking at these websites. No smoking. .gift. That's a pretty good one. This website has been sanitized for your protection. Sanitized. I'm gonna save these. Some of these are really good. Made with affection. If you made this, please reach out to me because I need to know. Pre-order your copy of Animal Crossing now with a very terrifying image of the character. You feel like you're in hypnospace and you need to report some of these pages for copyright infringement. Everything on Neocities feels like it's like copyright infringement. This website is protected with beef brain. We enter the Rift. This website is entirely mobile compatible. A few pages will look better on a computer. More information on accessibility. I hope you enjoy our stay. Why? Okay, so there's DDR. There's Tamagotchi. Love Euro. What? Love Euro? What? avex.jp/love euro. avex.jp/love euro. What? avex.jp. Is this website even real? Avex. This is the corporate site of Avex, is a Japanese entertainment conglomerate led by founder Max Matsuda and headquartered in Tokyo. Okay, well, Avex.jp is gone, but I can still go to their normal website, which I don't really know what this is. Voice? Pick up voice. Artist interview. What is Love Euro? Wait. Avex Japan. Love Euro. Alan on my YouTube. What? What does that even mean? AlanWeb.jp. Who's Alan? Why is he on my YouTube? What the fuck does any of this mean, man? 15 years ago. This is 15 years ago.
YouTube をご覧の皆さんこんにちは、アラン。
Are you Alan?
朋友们大家好，我是阿兰。
10 years ago. How come someone can sing so beautifully? Damn, you're awesome. By Mr. Genius. Mr. Genius 4. Mr. Genius. He plays his Steam community ID is smoke weed. Oh, fuck it. Oh, shit, this is good. Okay, so apparently that's an artist. Okay, so that's what Love Euro is. That's the first result for Love Euro. I'm just gonna assume that's true. Sorry, my guest book. Yanto Jones. Who is Yanto Jones? Yanto Jones. What? Yanto Jones is a fictional character in the program Torchwood, a spin-off from Doctor Who. This all makes sense now. The fact that I know that this is a Doctor Who spin-off says to me that I know this person now intimately. Dude, I need to do this for our website. Like what a sick thing to do is you do like a JRPG style character image, right? Like I want to have listen, because like okay, if you go with the VTuber angle, this person was extracted from 2014 Tumblr. Before Tumblr fell apart, the US government ran a final rescue mission where they airlifted Tumblr users from their mother's basements and gave them 24/7 access in a secure location with unlimited internet speed as well as high quality computing software. Right now, they're all rocking 5090s and they're beta testing the next NVIDIA graphics card to see if their websites can still run in 2028. That's what this is. Copywriter and translator with a librarian degree. I feel like VTuber websites need to have more of this thing where you do like a JRPG style like placard of who you are. Because you have the virtual character as is. You just need to take a couple of really good photos and you just need to have it there. And I feel like this is the way to go. I feel like Tumblr people knew already how to like make things work and how things should be. End of the Earth. Everything you need to know about Junto. Junto is the name of an OCX cannon ship. No, I'm okay. We're going back to the site. Everyone, volume warning and epilepsy warning. I hope you enjoyed that really old section of the internet. This guy made this website entirely for his book. And holy shit, it actually is kind of cool. So I've never clicked into the sub pages. But now that we see what people have been doing in Neocities, let's see what happens when somebody takes it even further and apparently turns it into more of an interactive experience. Okay, so Neocities is sort of that era of like Tumblr. And during that time period, there's a lot of aesthetic around it. And I think Hypnospace Outlaw really captured that aesthetic very, very well, where there was a sort of like personality to it, which was driven by everybody's individuality. Whereas nowadays, websites are really seen as tools to like market something. Like, again, if you go to Chocolatey, it's roughly the same thing now in terms of what you expect from like a website. Very corporate brained, right? With live streams on how you could use like the software. You go into something, I don't know why I'm picking on Chocolatey, sorry. We go into this, and it's like, oh shit, you can see this. Uploading relevant data now. Oops. Oh wow, this is actually kind of weird. So you actually keep on going. The images get more and more distorted. I think I clicked on something weird. There's a lot of, oh, it's like infinite scrolling. It's like completely infinite scrolling. Holy shit, it's like fully infinite scrolling. Okay, well, nothing really changes as we go down. Back. Why does it keep going back to this, like, this one? Something has obfuscated their voices once more. No matter, I shall make you listen. Why does it keep going back here? This looks so much like Dream Settler, but trippier. I need to play Dream Settler because this is so you mentioned it. I asked my buddy about it, and they were like, I'm surprised that I never like checked it out either. And it was interesting because it's like I've never heard of Dream Settler in the sense of like whatever it is, because it's like I didn't even realize that they were making like a new game, and it's like I can't wait for it to like come out, right? Because they knew that I like Hypnospace, and they thought that I would be like aware of it, but I think they don't realize how behind the times I am in terms of finding things. When it comes out, you become completely fixated on it for months. Honestly, I don't blame you, because this is Dream Settler, and again, this is that vibe, right? Because on Neocities and GeoCities and stuff, this is what the early web kind of felt like, but that whole feeling and existence almost disappeared in a way. What is this bar at the bottom? Expect fragmented data. COS is the cause. What? Return. COS detected. The space is unstable. Wow. We maintain as long as we're able. Watchers are ineffective at the stage. Use signals so long to awaken the constructs their voices. COS is spreading. And spreading. This is actually neat. Okay, go back to Angus. This bar at the bottom makes me feel like I should be looking for something. Like it's supposed to lead me somewhere. Angus was born in 1995. Subject claims to be a writer, but thorough analysis shows no distinct differences from human biology. Subject's interests. What? Detecting change. My ears! My ears! Detecting change in probe. Caution. Flesh cover resembles EV835. What the hell is this? Cute frills, laces, teeth, blood, dresses. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why is there... What is this? First stage of life outside of space. Adapted to aquatic life for now. If you're able to see the stars, a great disturbing... Look at the subject's matrix. Basic technology. Dolls. Cute. Was that like a naked sex doll? I think all of these are sex dolls. Are they not all sex dolls? Probe further. Frills, frills, frills. Touch them, touch them. I don't like this website. It's getting kind of creepy here. Oh, I don't like those hands. Okay, there's one effect that I really do want to make use of more. I love the data moshing effect. The weird effect where like it's like it's as if the film itself got corrupted in some way, and like the frames smear. Because it doesn't wipe the previous frames away as it like puts in newer frames. That's a cool effect. Look upon it. Who is this? Why is there an anime girl? You think data moshing is a cool, right? It feels very weirdly haunting too. I swear to God, is that a naked doll? No, it's not. She just has massive titties. Is she covered in cum? Why is she? Oh, that's her bikini. Read its truth. Read its truth. What is this? Okay, sorry, we gotta go down, keep seeing further. Seems to be deriving something cute, something else, a theme? This is a sick website. You could get lost here for a very long time. I would probably go crazy trying to go through this in the entire website. And I think this website needs more time to go through. Because I've heard that this website has like tons of secrets in it. And I'm excited to see what else is in here. But even just looking at this, I think to myself, this is a pretty cool project. And mind you, this is all almost as far as I can tell, it's both its own ARG, its own lore thing, but also in a way to sort of like tie into the book in some way. I think that's what I read. It's a lot of effort from a creator to make a universe that fits into everything. It reminds me a lot of the ways that like Sleep Token has been doing their thing too, where they make these fake characters and these fake, this like fake bit of lore to tie into everything that they're doing to give it like a reason to exist. And I always love seeing this. And I think I said this before too, where when a creator creates a reason for something to exist and tries their best to make it logical within its own confines, I think to myself, wow, magical, right? Same reason why I was drawn to Lazy Slash games, and I still am excited for that. Same reason why I like seeing these types of websites, and same reason why I like musical acts a bit like Sleep Token, where they just try to make something feel like it's more than it really is. And then you have like very, very hardcore nightcore anime music. Disturbing. Probe further. No, that was the sex doll section. That was that section. Stars are ripping our cosmos a dream. Arson energies detected. Annihilation imminent. What is this? What? There's an anime character in the middle of the screen. This feels like a video game with all these things happening. This is an absurd level of effort just to tell something. But it's so cool looking. Like, it's actually really cool looking. You have monsters from space, you have things coming out, you have a little anime girl in the center. You have long since given up trying to understand what this is. I don't think there is a need to understand. I think it's enough to just enjoy it. I think that's the beauty of stuff like this. It's enough to just enjoy it for what it is. But then if you do want to understand, it feels like there's like bits and pieces around where you could try to understand something, right? Because again, it's like telling a story in some way with anime girls, which now makes me wonder what the book is, because does the book have anime girls? And then you have the original tracks on every single page, which that's a lot of effort to do. Is that a real surgery video? Probing the subject's organs. I know what that is. Isn't that like the inside of a gallbladder? It's like your gallbladder, no? See tables 2245 to 2450. It isn't hard to be a god. All you have to do is the impossible. Getting here is a good first step. Another tip is to never look into the sun. Wait, this is a nice track too. I'm carefully managing the volume so you don't get ear blasted, because my ears are going to die as well. That's a very cool song and a very cool effect. But see, it's like there's pieces that you can pick up and there's things that you can sort of look into and infer, right? This idea of you are looking at the sun, but the sun doesn't look like our sun. Because I've looked into the sun, and let me tell you, it gave me permanent eye damage, but this looks almost like it's dying, like it's corrupted in some way, like it's broken. Then you click on it, and it goes here. Error data worthless has been given purpose. The entity that should not have been is irrelevant data will be compiled in space. Caution, COS is consuming this terminal. No probe class exists that can escape its debts. Do not engage without a designated grave to assist. COS quarantine contingencies are failing. It will not hold forever. Full name of subject erased. An error allows it to attribute monikers to itself. Is that a CAT scan? Kind of. It feels like a CAT scan. Goes by several monikers. No real name, no real form, no real presence. Not really erased a long time ago. Subject and entity should not exist. That's toast. That's a sandwich. This could be jam, or it could be that thing that Australians eat. Metamucil, Marmite. It's called bread. It was laced with DSFGs. Several subjects died after eating it. They were reanimated. Ow. Look at this effort to go into making all this feel real. Don't you get it? Doesn't matter, because sooner or later it will get you. What? Vegemite, not Metamucil. Right, sorry. Vegemite and Marmite. I don't know. Like, okay, look. Metamucil is in the same name category as Vegemite, and Marmite. It's the same name, and I don't know why they went with the Australian naming scheme. Some names are very American, some names are very Australian, some names are very Canadian, right? Like Halifax, very Canadian, okay? Barbecue, very American. Metamucil, extremely Australian. Do not touch that. The watchers are investigating. Touch what? Ah! Okay, don't touch that. we don't touch that. Sorry. I didn't mean to. So the watchers are watching. What is this song? It's like a weird, playful type of song. What is this? It's the same page. It's the same page, but just it's flying around. As if something took over to have fun. Don't mind the matrix behind this. It cannot stop me. Perhaps the US can, but I was yet to. Something's different, but I can tell it would take more time to reveal a perfect opportunity to relax, don't you think? Finally, I've revealed it. Probe it as you will, probe it as you must. Welcome to Eternal Unknown. Attempting to access relevant directory data. Failed. Success. Proceed. Where are we going? Cute things await you. Cute things await you. Cute things await you. Everything broke. Why does he keep going back here? Proceed. I'll take the bottom one. Fast forward unsafe. Contacting relevant something. Something's breaking through the back here. What a cool concept. So proceed. How about the top one? Oh shit. It's like a fake little map. It's kind of neat. It infinitely loads. Oh, it's like we're actually probing something. This feels like we're playing Voices of the Void, but browser version. Where you're going around trying to hear like star signals, and you're trying to figure out who's saying what and like why they're saying it. What do the aliens want? Oh man, you know the Space Jam website? I don't know if they still have it. Space Jam website. Same vibe, just taken to a whole nother level, which is actually very cool to see. Because this is fundamentally no different from this as a toy, right? And I remember as a kid looking at this and then thinking to myself, this is peak web design and it will never change. And this is what we aspire to. Instead, we get stuff like, look, you saw based on what I was typing. Instead, we get stuff like this. Not to say that this is a bad website. There's a Discord. What? What? Okay, so we can go to a temple. There's like a blood. There's a blood temple. There's a dude. There's like a broken thing over there. There's a portal. There's a little web over there. Actually, everything here is dead. I don't think there's anything to click on. I think everything's dead. What a cool website. And this is exactly what I was hoping websites would feel like in the end, but it didn't really go too far. They just kind of... Websites sort of stayed very plain, and I feel like this is what it should have been. Chocolatey is just average now. Not too good, but not too soulless either, as in web design. As in specifically about the website design. Not the tool, but the website design. So true. It's the same feeling as this. We just don't get cool websites anymore, like this. It takes a lot of effort, but honestly, it seems pretty worth it. You go in, and you just learn about things. I don't want to forget, am I going to die yet again? Someone help me, someone help me. Where did she go? Like, there's a story being told here, and there's something that you can discover if you just gave yourself a little bit more time to go through it all, right? And I think that's beautiful because it's so fun to see, and it feels like a version of the web that like really did feel alive back then. Nowadays, it's all boring. It's all very like clean look and not too crazy with like the design, and even the color choices are very, very plain. A lot of designs boil down to 3 colors max for the sake of accessibility, and to be fair, accessibility does matter, right? But sometimes just being able to have fun with the concept and tell your own story, and allowing your creativity to flow on a platform as versatile as the web. That's something that I think a lot of people crave and want to do. And it's the same reason why I think as a developer, you get drawn to wanting to make games, because it's the one realm that you're free to do so, or you're drawn to other creative aspects. Like, I feel like creative aspects aren't given the love that they should, that they deserve. When without it, the world would be soulless and empty and a husk of itself. I mean, most people aren't looking to tell stories on the websites. They're looking to convey information. Yeah, but the only information that I care about is, so this is funny. To the backdrop of this comedy music, the only information that I've ever cared about on a website is how do I use your thing and where do I download it and how much does it cost? Everything else, and I think this is interesting to think about. Websites do try their best to tell stories, but they're telling the stories that nobody wants to hear. They're telling the stories that are trying to sell something. They're not telling a story because they truly care about the story. They're telling the story to convince you to buy something. But this entire piece of this website is just a story that doesn't matter. In fact, the only story that matters is this. How much does it cost to buy licenses, and how do you download it? Which is a whole different site which you can't even find. So let's say you want to download the tool, you have to find the install button up here to get to the site where you install it. This is the only 2 pages that matter. Everything else is a story. I feel like a lot of the corporate websites have this story feeling. NPM, for instance, is another package manager which has stories, and it's but these stories aren't being told for the sake of telling a story for creativity. It's being told for the sake of selling you something. Or even take something more creative. Let's say can I get Sony.com or I don't know, Sony.jp or something? I don't know, Sony.com. There we go. Okay, the Sony.jp website looks like ass, but the Sony.jp website is also telling you stories. Why would you want this? But it's all about how you sell it. You could be this cool with your camera. You could have this kind of sound. You could watch things and it sounds like it's in theaters, right? It's all telling you a story to sell something. Not to say that this also isn't. In a way, this makes me interested to read their book. But it's also just trying to tell a story for the sake of telling a story, just to have fun with it. This feels like a creative venture versus the other ones, which feels like it perverts creativity for the sake of sales. And that's sad, man. I feel like that's sad. Dead end. And yet they're both fundamentally telling stories, I feel like. There's just something interesting about the fact that everyone's telling stories, but only some stories really make you want to listen. But this is kind of cool. I actually think I should save this for one whole day, where we try to see how much stuff there is on this website. Because what we could do is we could build a mind map of this website, because I'm pretty sure each and every single one has its own space for things. Books I've written, Stars Bleed. Books that I'm writing, World's End, This Will Hurt. Second novel of the unimperishable Phantasmagoria cycle. That's actually, isn't that the character that we saw within the artwork? Huh. Stars Bleed. Stars Bleed. First novel of an imperishable Phantasmagoria cycle. Which, this one is apparently very Lovecraftian. Nerusis is a land of sweeping blights, bloodthirsty beasts, and unanswered prayers. Death is constant and miseries are plentiful. The Truck Kingdom, are you supposed to pronounce it the Truck Kingdom? Ford? Endures the unending horrors of the north by picking through dead cities and plundering empty tombs. But these pilfered relics and hollowed temples impart a chilling lesson. All is destined for ruin. The gods are uncaring, and this delicate balance by which all humanity depends will be undone. Yukish, a former sellsword and a special companion, Shogakure find themselves in the center of these inevitable cataclysmic events, as the gods mold Nerusis for some inconceivable purpose. But as the world collapses around them, they learn truths that even now drag the world to its inevitable ruin, available now on Amazon. Chapter 1, 2, 3? What? Wow, wait, it's just the whole chapter. Wait, that's a chapter? Holy shit, that's not a chapter, man. This is a short story. This is a novel. That's not a chapter. How many words is this? Pain, misery, darkness, helplessness. Bye now. Okay, you know what? Angus is trying to tell a story to sell something, okay? But at least his story feels more cool and more interesting than whatever Sony was doing with their website, all right? Maybe the PlayStation website is different. We can check it out later. What is the word count on this? Because I feel like this is an entire thing here. Where's the word pad? Money. I need, what's a word counter? Word counter. Wordcounter.net. I don't want, well, it's on the website anyway, so it should be fine. Stroking? What? 12,000 words. Books under 10,000 words. 12? The Art of War by Sun Tzu has less words than this one chapter. Stroking. Yeah, I think it tried to autocorrect stalking to stroking. Because the word counter website. Oh, okay, the word counter website has a word density. Look. Keyword density. All 119 occurrences. Could 73. Even. Like. Shogokuro. Nothing. Mountain. Now. More only. I didn't know that it had this. Paragraphs, sentences, characters, words. Reading level 9th to 10th grade. Okay, well, is that an indictment against me, or is that just how far advanced the reading has become? I guess there's a difference between this is too bleak for you, but it may be someone else's cup of tea. And do these guys feel the MIC? The MIC? What's the MIC? The microphone? The microphone? The microphone. Feel the microphone. But it is true, right? It can be pretty bleak. Oh, military industrial complex. Yeah, I can see where you're going with this. Yeah, exactly. Where it's like it's yeah, it's that nice in between where it's like it is trying to sell something, but it's like going for its own story, and it's like this idea of this like twisted place that really should not feel good to read, but it's the same way that I would like to like I enjoy reading 1984. You know what I mean? Or like, you know, The Giver, and it's like it's very bleak, but at the same time there's like something about it. At least I think that's what you meant. You say this place is forbidden, Shokur. Maybe we should read this at some point, but maybe next time, because this is kind of cool. I'm surprised that they just give you the first 3 chapters. What's like the 3rd chapter then? How long is this? It's longer. 10,000 words per chapter. No wonder this person made this website. They made this website because like the printing press ran out of paper. Like the book couldn't contain the enormity and the sheer mass of what they had made and created. Donate. Soon, I will have worked on this story for an entire decade. Many painful hours have been put. Merch. Link to my Society 6 account here. Diary of the Wimpy Kid gave you the first chapter to way back in the day. Really? Okay, but now it's funny because it's this idea of Diary of a Wimpy Kid is in the same vein as this book. You know what I mean? Connect. Known methods to connect, to contact and connect with. Okay, don't do that. I've also created a Discord server. Don't cry if you aren't allowed in. With insight, prove you possess it. Please do not mistake these sites as my own works. These are all fan sites. Wait, sites that you might in. Below are a few links to other sites that I like. What? This is a Neocities site. Oh shit, chat, it's another Neocities site. Let's all love lame. Wired sound for wired people. Oh shit, chat. Chat, we're about to see some new websites. What the hell is this? Enter. What? Austromeria Records, enter the dance hall. Okay, is that okay? Wait, that might be hentai. Is that hentai? No, it's not. Okay, good. It's fine. It's fine. Is it hentai? Is that titty? Let me see. Let me just zoom in. Let me see if this is like titty. Is that titty? Well, yeah. It's like belly button, which is pretty close. It's very close. It's like belly button levels. ARCD about store Japan and overseas. No. Tanacock store. Test pilot. What the hell is this? Is it? That's not titty though, right? No. Okay, no, that's just skin colored clothing. Okay. This is cleavage. That's cleavage. It's safe to show. 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. You know what that is. Pretty cool website. What is this? Is this Lane as in like that anime Lane thing? It is. Faux Neocities.love. Wired sound for wired people. Make me sad. That's a cool effect. Man, ASCII art? Okay, this is the thing, right? You ever see Ghost in the Shell? And they have these like really cool UIs and like stuff. And there was this like I remember this time period when people were trying to like recreate this stuff, but like with pure ASCII art. I feel like the art of ASCII art and using ASCII art for UI has disappeared. But there's so many cool different symbols that you can use that when combined into a larger image forms a very, very nice picture there's something cool about the way that it looks because it has a texture to it because of the way that ASCII art is presented. But then because it's also just regular text, it's like it's like when it's an image that you only see when you look at it as a whole, and so it has this like lack of fidelity, which like leads to a lot of details both being lost and being emphasized. Like it's a very interesting art form, and I wish more sites did this because I really enjoy this. The ASCII art framing, the slow blinking in and outs, the slow sort of like radiating pulse, like that's sick. New game and develop. New game. 1 month ago, I started development on a new PSX inspired game. PSX. Okay, where's your game then? KyleDrake.com. What? The creative web, culture, cyberculture, digital archiving. Restorative land, a project to excavate, shut down abandoned web ruins, restore them to surface. What the hell is this? Why is everything... what is this? Restorative land equipment and hosting bills are 100% powered by small individual contributors like you. Bitcoin address, please become a supporter. A project to excavate. This is actually kind of sick. AOL hometown? Oh, fuck. AOL hometown shutting down, taking a bit of bronze with it. What? Wasn't the truly old... Wow. Hometown AOL... Oh, wait, right. So they're trying to bring back... Okay, so they're trying to bring back AOL hometown stuff, which is like... It was very similar to Geocities. They have Geocities sites. Geocities Japan? Dude. MySpace music... What is this? What is this? My Door is a continuous stream play that gives you a deep dive into the lost archives of MySpace music based on some recovered data called the Dragon Horde. With some additional... The Dragon Horde? The MySpace Dragon Horde. 2008 to 2010. The archive collection contains 490,000 songs, many of which had no copies and are lost forever. Is this... Cop Shoot Cop... Is this people's personal projects that was lost forever? Cop Shoot Cop was a noise rock group founded in New York City in 1987. They disbanded in 1996. Holy shit, this might be like a whole section of music that you've never seen before. This is sick. Wow. Happy hardcore. What does that mean? What does that mean? Healing and easy listening. Happy hardcore. Gothic. What does that mean? These would also just be headcanons for fictional band/groups. I'm going to show you all my favorite fictional band/group that I still listen to because it's so fucking good. David Fritz and then Victor David music. Nekonoma? I think it's Nekonoma? I don't know. What the hell is his name? Give me a second. I lost all my bookmarks when I had to recover my thing, so I need to go back to the Discord channel to see some... I'm so sad that I lost all of my old bookmarks, man. I now have a system to back up the bookmarks into my Obsidian as a whole different thing, but I'm still it's still kind of wonky. I need to fix the structure of it. Where is it? Where is the music? Where is the music? Where is the music? Don't worry. Give it a second. Give it a second. Give it a second. Give it a second. Oh, that's his name. Yeah, okay, that's his name. God. Victor. Nobonoko. This channel makes the best fake music I've ever heard before. Because it's an entirely fake lore, and the comments play with the idea of the fake lore. Like, I'm going to show you the comments. Because honestly, these albums slap. Like, they're really, really good. There's one album in particular that, like, people really played with the idea of the fake lore. Where is their albums? Epics, David, Olympics in Space. Maybe I'll find it as a recommended from this. So if I go from here, will I find it from the recommended of this? Yes. You can only imagine, and you're a bit curious now, how tangled and expansive my Obsidian notes are now. So I have combined my Obsidian notes from various sources. So I have my personal notes, my anonymous developer name notes, because I develop everything anonymously. It's bad for my resume, but I have work experience that I can use. And I just don't want people to see the shit that I work on, because I don't like being known. I abhor fame, which is a very sort of paradoxical state to be in, given that I'm on this website. But for me, it's like I don't enjoy fame the way that people sort of imagine it to be. I think if I die wordless, breathless, and nobody ever knows my name, I'd be happier, right? Because the only people that I care about that know my name is my loved ones. And if they know who I am, then it means that I've done a job in the sense of I've been there for them when it mattered. And I've been there for them even when it didn't matter because I was just there for them at all. To me, fame is like a poison in the sense of it only brings attention and it breaks your idea of privacy, and now the world knows who you are and they can judge you for it more than they would normally, and they feel like they're entitled to a piece of your life, even though in reality we're all just strangers floating on a stupid rock in space. And I just want to be like away from it all, and that's why I have various degrees of anonymous names that I do everything under, because I don't like people knowing me. Even the streaming thing, it's like there's some things I will never tie to my streaming name, and so it's a matter of like I had to pick and choose which name it goes under because I don't want people to know. Like I'm a very pen name type of person. But yeah, it's so expansive now that it's getting annoying because the game database that I had before, I'm not using that plugin anymore, so I need to reorganize them into a whole different system. And I need to figure out how to like tag them and actually do it properly, because there's a to-do list. I need to write like running logs for certain games like Road Warden, so I can recall back what we did, so I can remember what we did within those games. So I need to go back and watch those VODs to figure out what I did to build like a certain understanding of it, so we can go back into it. Because the mod has been asking me to play Road Warden, and then so on and so forth. Like it's a bit annoying now, because right now the graph view is just everything is on its own, and it's been like that for a couple months. So it's like It's like very frustrating. You meant more the game dev and stream stuff anyways. If you take notes about IRL on there, you're not interested. Damn. That hurts. I'm just kidding. It's like, bro, listen, I'm just here for your stream stuff. I don't care about you. It's like, oh. No, I'm just kidding. That's like good though. Like it is good. But yeah, it's in terms of the expansiveness, it's confusing because of that though, because I need to reorganize everything into its own sections. To make sure it's all isolated, and I wanted one single vault because having two vaults was annoying to manage. Yeah, so two entirely fake characters. You can tell that they're fake because they're both walking, talking cats and dogs. Okay, so they're not real people. All right, it is a fake album that has an entirely fake lore. Released on December 15th, 1978. This released on December 15th, 2023. Gata was a collaborative project between Brazilian producer, which Brazil does exist, David Wojciechowski, he doesn't exist, and British score composer, British people do exist, Victor Fritsch, who doesn't exist. Around the 1970s, this was released in 2023. Both musicians had a background of working primarily in production music for television and commercial use under the Block Yin label, which doesn't exist. David, who doesn't exist, is a classically trained pianist, which do exist, keyboardist, and electronic music pioneer. His early works often drew inspiration from Latin jazz. Victor is a producer. Victor, who doesn't exist, is a producer and multi-instrumentalist from a funk background. Through the 1970s, which did exist, but he wasn't alive then because he isn't real, he worked on scoring for TV shows and films. As the story goes, David, who doesn't exist, and Victor, who doesn't exist, met in a cafe in downtown London, which does exist. David allegedly got a rotten croissant, which doesn't make sense. Well, it like can rot, but like a croissant is never bad, so I'm gonna say it doesn't exist. I got a rotten croissant, exclaimed David. The two then saw moderate success on their careers and frequently collaborated in music. Gata was later rearranged by David, which doesn't exist, in 1987 for Orange Lime's album Electric Jungle Critters, which also, like, both of these things don't exist. Block Yin screams furry. LOL. It does. You probably have a friend who's heard of David and Victor though. Yeah, can you ask them about these people that don't exist? Because again, it's a cool project to see. What is this? What? Shorts that are remixing this music. Didn't really want this one. Still adorable. What is this? Who are you? Gloom Unbox. What is this? Why? What the fuck is this? What is this? Why is there a weird fucking naked baby? Anyways, yeah. So you have this, and then now look at the comments. Dude, the album cover is so good. You know it's gonna be a good album when the people who made it don't even exist. I met Victor Fritsch, who doesn't exist, in Montreux, which probably doesn't exist, back in 1987. He was a guest of honor at the Festival of Jazz, which sounds like it should exist, but maybe it doesn't. We got stumbled on one another in a coffee shop. I expressed my admiration for his work on Gato, which doesn't exist, and we had a nice chat about it. We recalled the day spent working with David, who doesn't exist, in a stuffy Sheffield studio, which probably does exist, but it still sounds fake. And it seems the recording process went for most of the album. Montreux exists. Montreux? Where is this? In Switzerland. Listen, I'm not Swiss. According to him, the synth progression for Werewolf with Pants, which doesn't exist, or maybe it does, maybe they uploaded this, was massively inspired by the popping exhaust of a Triumph automobile, which probably doesn't exist, because that sounds crazy to name your company Triumph and then you no longer exist. If you name your company Triumph and you no longer exist, you are not a Triumph. You're a failure. That was passing by their avenue during lunch. David, who doesn't exist, got obsessed with a weird cadence and spent a solid hour riffing until it became the synth bass line. Like, I remember listening to Gato, which back in 1983, but it came out in 2023. This was back when I was in college, and the drinking age in Texas was still 18. They took that away from us. Look what they taken away from us. Holy shit. I'm also rather thankful because I would have never entered the inescapable ketamine vortex. I think he meant dopamine, but ketamine vortex actually does sound kind of funny because I've heard that when you're on ketamine, it's like a very, very interesting high. With David and Victor, who don't exist, had I been drinking beer at the bars. I showed this album to my parents and talked about the backstory in the description. They were nodding along. My mom correctly predicted the style was something from the late 70s. They completely believed it, and I don't blame them. It's extremely authentic to the point where you can just let yourself believe. Very true. My dad is a huge Victor Fritsch fan who doesn't exist, so he used to play his album a lot when I was a kid, which is impossible. I still like listening to it from time to time for nostalgia. My wife is out of the country dealing with family affairs. What does this even mean? It's our first time apart in 7 years. We're very close. A day or two before our flight, we discovered that, okay, I thought like family affairs meant like she's having like affairs. I was like, what? How do you know that she's having affairs? Took me a long time to realize this wasn't actually released in 1978 and it's just lore. The personas on the album art really should have given it away. No, but seriously though, like think about it. Furries existed back then too, right? I guarantee you furries existed back in the 70s. But instead of fursuits, because back then it was still kosher to like go hunt animals, they probably just wore like a lion's pelt on their head and said, "Oh, I am the king of the jungle." You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's what it is. You asked your friend, and he said, "I was literally just listening to music for animal cafes, which you assume is also made by this artist, which name I can't say because I'm going to like study. It is." Music, so here, they also made, music for animal cafes, which is also a really good collection of music. I don't know if it's an album, but they also have that. I wish I could find it though. What's an easy way to find albums? Oh, this is a search button. Animal Cafe. Music for animal cafes from 1 year ago. My most important album so far. Honestly, if you want, all of their albums are fantastic. I'm subscribed to them because they make banging music. There's never been a bad song from them, and I'm very surprised at how good it is. But basically, what I'm saying is, back to the original point, they could be on this list of music. Who is Karla Bozelic? I don't even know how we got here. I just know that we're here. Is an American musician based in Los Angeles. Oh, they're real. The LARPing in the comments reminds you both of the comments on Hypnospace Outlaw music tracks on YouTube, especially Freezer, and of cupcake remixes. I'm not gonna call it cupcake anymore. I don't want to call it cupcake. I don't want to call it I don't want to call her cupcake. Okay, so this is a cool website. All of these websites are actually really cool, but we can get. Wow, that's actually sick. See? This is what I mean by I missed this idea and this attempt at making something. It's probably impossible for you to see and the screen's probably dying. But all the text says, "Let's all love Lane." Like that's okay, I didn't mean to zoom into her ass, sorry. Like this is such a cool design element to try and show something. But why is it Lane? Terror. Hidden. Space. Headless. Connect. Pattern. What is with Lane? Actually, I've never really watched it fully. Is this what the whole show is about? This one is called Brazil. Cyrillic? Watchful. Misconduct. Ether. Computer dream. Lane, please come to Brazil. Lane, please come back to Brazil. We need you. Hypnospace Outlaw Freezer. What is this? Chill it right? Freezer. Which link should I which one has the weird comments? Freezer sucks. Hypnospace Outlaw. What? Colder than the rest. Colder than the rest. Chill it right, colder than the rest. Hate being the one guy. Wait, what? This will always be the best cool punk song. Sure, Frieza's latest stuff is great, but this is what cool punk was really about. Oh yeah, because like cool punk was it was a fake genre that was within the game, right? All of them do though, but Colders are the most indicative. BWL, who remembers having this in their fist in the FLST. What? This is really the song that helped me fall in love with the true core of cool punk. Now, I'm starting to see the fakeness coming through, which is amazing. It's like the fake playing along with it. Once it drops like ice into a cold beverage. Truly amazing. This is like a real song to have come up while I was drinking soda. That's good. The song is absolutely... the irony behind Cool Punk is that the first song is an ironic commentary on consumerism via the repetition of Gray's Cola Co's marketing slogan, and then the genre itself became a marketing tactic for said company, and crashed and burned almost immediately. Oh yeah, was it like a drink company within the game? It's been a long time since I played the game, but I vaguely remember it was like a corporate thing that you would see, but I don't remember if it had a penguin or something, but I remember a penguin. YouTube just, well, Cool Punk was nice for its time. I think Fungus Scene was the young genre that could have lasted for the long haul. It's such a shame that most of it was lost in Y2K. Hopefully that archival project I heard about is going well. Everyone talking about how gross the concept of Granny Cream is, but nobody mentions how Gray's Peak probably tastes like heaven frozen over. That's funny. Cool Punk rocks. I don't know what those Fungus guys are going on about. It's hilarious that the first ever Cool Punk song that was made purposely ironic is the better song out of the two others when Freezer went big. Such a banger, I can see how this started an entire genre of music. Yeah, Gray's Peak was a drink company that attempted to hijack the Cool Punk movement, then it crashed and burned after a disastrous live performance. Okay, I don't remember that subplot. I think I did not pay attention to the game well enough, I don't think. Or maybe my memory is just too long on. Guys, I'm too young to get it. What did Gray's Peak taste like? Foam. You really didn't miss out on much. I like to think that in the days long past it was good, but by the time I last drank with the Cool Punk revival of the brand, it just tastes like horrifically bitter, artificial black licorice. We're moving on, folks. This was a great segment to end on. I think we leave it there. We had a good long talk. I have more things to talk about as we play Oblivion. I only have about, let's say, 2 or 3 more hours, so we're gonna try to play it and see how it goes. And I think you'll enjoy the playthrough, because I've been waiting for this game for a while, for the remaster. Hopefully you enjoyed that like weird shit that we found. There's apparently a lot... What? Is that Tom? Is that the guy? Like Tom? Your best friend Tom from MySpace? We found a lot of really cool things, and I think it's worth it for you to go check these out yourself. I don't have links for them, so whatever link you saw live here is the one, but maybe I'll post some that I found. Go here, go to Terminal Zero. Just like check out all of these sites. I think there's something cool about this old genre of making websites that I really do miss, and that the world should go back to, because it feels so corporate now and dead and empty when the world could be something like this. You got every page in the game, so you may know too much, which is why you're writing that mod project. That is true. You are making the mod. I'm excited to see your mod. And again, if any of you are making anything, please do drop it. Put Tom from MySpace in the exclusion chamber. You heard it here. You heard it here, folks. I'll be right back, and when I'm back, we're going straight into Oblivion. I need to use the washroom. In the meantime, enjoy Colder Than the Rest by Freezer. which is a fake song made by a fake artist, but a real artist behind the name. It's made for a game about a fake internet that doesn't exist anymore. And so there's nothing really, like, is anything even real within the world, or is it all fake? I don't really know. Like, it's hard to tell what is real anymore and what is fake, because you live in this, like, fake reality, because life itself